In this podcast episode, ArabUncut shares his experiences of being kidnapped by a dangerous gang in Haiti and locked in a cage in the Haitian desert. He describes being surrounded by 40 people who worship Satan and literally pray to a snake. Despite not being religious, he found himself becoming more spiritual during this ordeal. ArabUncut started his journey as a streamer in 2017 and later transitioned to gaming, particularly Fortnite, where he found success as a coach. However, as the gaming industry started to decline, he decided to reinvent himself by live streaming his life and traveling the world. In 2021, ArabUncut made a bold decision to disappear from the internet for 3 weeks and then started live streaming his adventures with a small camera. He focused on creating raw and authentic content, particularly in dangerous places like the Cape Flats in South Africa, Africa's largest slum in Kenya, and Makoko in Nigeria. Despite facing challenges like getting age-restricted on YouTube for smoking weed in Makoko, he continued to push boundaries and tell compelling stories. ArabUncut also shared his experiences in Brazil, where he found the country to be less dangerous than expected. He even dated a Brazilian woman for a while, but made a promise to God to end the relationship as part of his spiritual journey post-kidnapping. He believes in the existence of good and evil forces in the world and sees current societal issues as influenced by negative forces. As a proud American, ArabUncut expresses his concerns about the state of the country, predicting a rough decade ahead with potential political unrest. He values free speech and supports platforms like Rumble and Telegram for their commitment to preserving freedom of expression. He is particularly bullish on Rumble's stock and believes it will be a significant player in the tech industry in the coming years. ArabUncut discusses how he faced challenges with monetizing his content initially, as platforms like YouTube would restrict or age-restrict his videos, limiting his ability to earn money. To overcome this, he created a website called ArabUncut, where he could host his uncensored content behind a paywall. The website gained significant traction, with over 550,000 verified users, allowing him to generate income and continue his travels. One of ArabUncut's most memorable experiences was being kidnapped by a Haitian warlord during a trip to Haiti. Despite the terrifying situation, he maintained composure and used his knowledge of human psychology to navigate the ordeal. By treating the kidnappers with respect and reframing the narrative, he was able to build a level of trust and ensure his safety during the captivity. This experience taught him the importance of understanding human behavior and adapting to challenging circumstances. ArabUncut also reflects on his interactions with various gang members and warlords in different countries. He acknowledges that while these individuals may engage in criminal activities, they also have human sides that can be revealed through respectful communication. By showing empathy and treating them as individuals, he was able to gain insights into their lives and motivations. He emphasizes the significance of education in breaking the cycle of poverty and crime, highlighting the importance of understanding different perspectives and experiences. Despite his past experiences with gangs, ArabUncut expresses a desire to continue exploring unusual and unique locations around the world. He aims to showcase different cultures, rituals, and religions that are often overlooked or misunderstood. While he plans to move away from focusing on gang-related content, he remains committed to sharing compelling stories and experiences that challenge perceptions and broaden perspectives. ArabUncut also shares his love for Brazil, particularly Rio de Janeiro, where he has had memorable experiences and built connections with the local community. He appreciates the energy and vibrancy of Brazilian culture, despite encountering challenges in relationships with Brazilian partners. His passion for travel and exploration drives him to seek out new adventures and share them with his audience, inspiring others to embrace the diversity and richness of the world. The conversation shifts to the topic of traveling to places like Venezuela, Colombia, Costa Rica, and Japan, where ArabUncut expresses his curiosity about the Yakuza in Japan. He shares his interest in experiencing unique adventures and exploring the world's most dangerous locations. He also talks about his fear of God rather than death and his desire to spread a positive message through his platform. ArabUncut discusses the importance of promoting good values and morality in a world where influencers often promote degeneracy under the guise of acceptance. He criticizes the trend of promoting harmful behaviors and emphasizes the need to uphold standards and values. He mentions his admiration for YouTuber Tommy G, who focuses on giving back to charity and promoting moral values. The conversation touches on ArabUncut's team and the process of creating content for his videos. He explains that he travels solo to dangerous places to minimize risk and maximize authenticity in his videos. He describes the editing process and how he adds music to create the desired atmosphere in his videos, especially for intense moments like negotiating with cartels. ArabUncut shares his experiences of being kidnapped in Haiti and the challenges he faced upon returning to the U.S., where his phones were confiscated at the border. He talks about the interrogation process and the lack of rights he experienced during the ordeal. Despite the difficulties, he remains determined to continue creating content and sharing his unique experiences with his audience. The guest recommends watching the Haiti trailer as an introduction to his videos, as it provides a glimpse into the intense and real stories he documents. He emphasizes the authenticity of his content and the locations he showcases, such as the exact shack where he was locked in during his time in Haiti. He also mentions a recent 3-hour interview with his brother, where he goes into detail about his experiences and challenges.